What's up everyone, my name is Nightrow and welcome back to some more Doki Doki Literature Club. On the last episode, I decided to continue playing some more and I'm gonna be going through the Yuri route. So yeah, and this time I brought myself a bottle of water so I don't get like a dry mouth, because that's the only reason I ended up stopping every 3 episodes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be skipping the whole poem part because I already know how that whole works. So let's skip to the point where we finish the poem and hope I get the Yuri parts. Okay, so now we're down to the last part of the poem. So yeah, I picked some of them I ended up getting for Natsuki. I think it were like 3 of them, but the majority of them are for Yuri. So let's go with fantasy. Damn it, that goes with the 4th. Something that I did not want and had to move this tip a little bit closer to me. Okay, hi Kaya Nightrow. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, huh? Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. But thanks for keeping your promise, Nightrow. That was weird. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive and head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. The fuck? Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, you're in front of the text? I cannot read that? What the... Natsuki something... have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in a club room. Me? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki and plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Nightrow. Well, make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in a club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So did I skip the whole poem reading thing? So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book for you if you want me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started or on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. No wait, I think this happens before the whole reading. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's short read, so it should, yeah, this is definitely before that. So it should be keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book and she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. And I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, can you read it in your own pace? I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I suspect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Okay, but at the same time I will feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm sure I'm just reading a bit, so that's the book you gave me, right? What the? What? Why is her eye like all to the left? Is her eye moving? I cannot tell because it's a bit weird. I wasn't wrong, her eye is actually moving. What the fuck? That's weird, man. I wanted to read some of it. Okay, it's back in place. My eyes weren't playing tricks on me. It was literally moving. What the fuck, man? Not for any particular reason. Just curious how and how come you have 2 copies of the same book? You have no excuse, girl. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Judy isn't telling me, but decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable. Okay, relatable story. Is that so? There you go, was the burp. What's that story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh. Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Now, people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Oh no. I have a bad feeling. But the facility gets even worse. And the star... How the hell is that relatable? I mean, seriously. Were you part of one of those experiments, Jody? Did you just escape from it and got into school? I started to worry now. But the facilities gave even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh shit. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the things about limbs. That's kind of... Okay, I have really bad feeling about you, Yuri. I mean, you have reading about books about limbs and religions and experiments and all that shit. I have a bad feeling about you. You might be cute, but I have a bad feeling about you. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Nightrow? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of story, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. I'm really having a bad feeling about this. It's just this kind of story. It's the kind that is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What? What? Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Yeah, I'm starting to worry. I'm starting to worry as soon as possible in this video. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I wonder. Since I beat the whole previous thing, I wonder, will this story be shorter? I mean, it's already starting to look crazy and creepy. I mean, we still haven't reached the festival part yet, so I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole what did she say? I want to go back to that. Before I continue, I'm gonna save and check the log. Wait, is there a log to begin with? Okay, there we go. History. Okay, let's see history. Come on, it doesn't even let me see it. Dang, I wanna see what he was saying. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Damn it, I wanna see what she said. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... What the fuck did she say? I'm curious. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Is this game possessed or anything? Yes. Ugh. Starting to get even more worried. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm still worried about this. I mean, she's so cute, but for some reason I'm having this psychopath feeling about her. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but a thing is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. What the fuck? I have a feeling that she's a yandere. A very dangerous one at that. What? I'm so curious what that she said. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Is there a way to slow down the text? Fuck it. It's too late for that shit. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri, then holds up my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. You know, I've been thinking of using like this type of pictures for my thumbnails, but then I thought that considering I already made a bunch of thumbnails with the same way they were before, it's gonna be a little bit annoying. I mean, I like this picture a lot, and I would love to use it as a thumbnail. So I think I will. The same goes for the ending and the previous ending, I guess. So yeah, if there's no other like picture like it, then I'm just gonna do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put like the pictures from the title or whatever. So let's just continue with the story. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefingers. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips her aside. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's the corner of my vision. Are you ready? And to turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you're being so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I've just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumbs. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh boy. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking that way she's second guesses things she says and all that. Oh god. That's what you were talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? And Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you are feeling sick or something. Your breathing is little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if it feels her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh boy. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth is what on earth was that about? Nightrow, did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I couldn't say it. I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Nothing? No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poem with each other? Eh? Should we wait for Yuri? Yes, I was planning on showing Yuri my poem to her first. Why are you doing this now? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Damn it, doesn't even give me the option to go with to wait for Yuri first. Okay, I'm gonna go with Monica then. Should start with Monica. Yesterday she seems eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Nightrow. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nightrow. We are all a little embarrassed too, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. Great job, Nightrow. I was going on my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I understand you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I'm putting in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it works anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yes! Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from the reality. I don't mean that like in a bad things though. But sometimes I get the impression that she just totally gives up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it is probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. Oh boy, she must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up with a withdrawing and looking for a long time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poem with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. Oh god. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose that you go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claimed not to be very good. Well, that's cause I had to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. I already read this. hole in the wall, blah blah blah, looking at me, confused and frantically glance at my surrounding. But my burn, I can no longer see colors. They're the room. Are they talking? Or are they simply poems? The flat sheets of paper. The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on me, my ears. The room began to crinkle. Crinkle? What? Whatever. Closing in on me. The air I breathe despite before it reaches my lung. I panic. There must be a way out. Wait, this is different from the first one, I think. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fear, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry if I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style that has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is how a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Oh god. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better and friends with each other. Anyway, and here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tie it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video right here because it's getting too long. And the next one is gonna go for you. What the fuck did I do? That's freaking notification on my phone. Whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the video right here. I'm gonna continue recording some more. So yeah, so guys, thanks so much for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is getting creepy, but it does anything cute. Not sure which one is worse or not. Not sure. And the camera just stopped recording all of a sudden again. That is annoying. So yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.